What is going on, everybody? My name is Nico and welcome back to another Pokemon VGC video. We've got some stuff to talk about because we had the Pokemon Presents today, and they showed enough information that we can now safely say that Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are not the next VGC Pokemon games. I made a video the other day talking about this and why I thought the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl would be the next VGC games. Obviously my prediction was off. I was wrong in this regard, but now that we have this information, it leaves a lot of room to guess what is the future of VGC. So I want to make a video, a new updated video talking about this because of the new information that we have. So without further ado, let's get into it. So they announced at the very end of the Pokemon Presents today that both Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus would not have ranked competitive battles, and they said to look forward to the future of competitive Pokemon. Now, this leaves a lot of room for speculation, okay? Because they also announced during the Pokemon Presents that not only would Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, but also Legends Arceus would have Pokemon Home support. So, there's a lot of room to guess what is going to happen. So obviously VGC is going to stay in Pokemon Sword and Shield. That is your VGC game until Gen 9 or whatever the next mainline Pokemon game is. That is going to be your VGC game. So based on the information that we were given today, I think the more likely scenario is that we are actually going to have more Pokemon added to Pokemon Sword and Shield. So the reason I feel this way, and I talked about this in the original video I made when they announced Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus, I talked about the possibility that they could just update Sword and Shield to include the Pokemon that are in the Sinnoh region. So I think this is now the more likely scenario. Now that they have confirmed that we are not getting any sort of ranked battle system in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, I think it's more likely that those Pokemon will be updated to Sword and Shield. Now, how will they do this? There's a couple different ways they could go about doing this. They either have another DLC plan that will hold us over and will come out after Pokemon Legends Arceus, and that is going to hold us over until whatever the next Pokemon game is, whatever Gen 9 is. That update is going to hold us over, and they're going to keep changing up the format based on the Pokemon that are added in through Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. That's my prediction. Or rather than give us a whole new DLC and new story content, they're going to simply update the game. They're going to simply add an update that goes, here are the rest of the Pokemon that are available within Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. You are now able to use them in Sword and Shield and transfer them in with Pokemon Home. Those are the two scenarios. Which one is more likely? I'm unsure of. I'm very much unsure of. I think the better option would be to add an additional DLC. The reason I say this is because of the fact that Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl is coming out, then we have Legends Arceus, and then there will be a long gap between whatever the next Pokemon game is. So my idea would be is that, you know, around late spring, early summer, whenever they would decide to add those Pokemon, they simply add more story content that would hold us over, and they would give us more stuff to do in Sword and Shield that would keep us entertained until whatever the next Pokemon game would be. I think that's the better of the two scenarios, but I don't know which route they would be most likely to go. But I think that is the likely scenario, is that those Sinnoh Pokemon that are missing from the current Sword and Shield decks, including the Pokemon that were added in the DLC, those Pokemon are now added to the Sword and Shield game, and that will be a way for them to continuously keep the VGC fresh and entertaining because we're getting new Pokemon added all the time. Now, there's another variable to this because they did announce that Pokemon Legends Arceus is going to have Pokemon Home support. The thing with Pokemon Legends Arceus is that this particular game is introducing new Pokemon that were not previously available in older games. They gave a bunch of examples of this, and I'm sure we'll see more examples of this the further we get to the release of that game. Well, the closer we get to the release of that game, we are going to see more Pokemon that are specific to that game be introduced. For example, we had Wordeer, which is the evolution of Stantler that is exclusive to that game, or the evolution of Basculin, Basculegion, or whatever it was called. Those two Pokemon are exclusive to that region, as well as regional variants that they showed off for Braviary and Growlithe, which means likely that we have a regional version of Arcanine coming. So there's going to be a lot of different regional Pokemon that are going to be introduced, and possibly just new evolutions that are introduced in Pokemon Legends Arceus. That leads to a lot of new things being included. Now, there are two ways that this could go. There's a lot of ways that this could go, okay? based on the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl stuff and then the Legends Arceus stuff. So there are two ways it could go, okay? First off, Legends Arceus simply doesn't allow whatever regional variants are included to be put into Sword and Shield. That is a genuine possibility that those Pokemon, the new ones that are introduced, just aren't going to be available in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and that they are only available to be moved to home for, you know, collection purposes. That is the first possible way, and I think that's a pretty reasonable thing to guess, is that that's just how it'll be. And then those Pokemon that you move to home will later be able to be used in Gen 9, whatever the next generation of the game will be. That's when those Pokemon will be able to transfer it in and used in a VGC or competitive format. There is another scenario, however, okay? There's another scenario that could lead to these Pokemon becoming available in Sword and Shield, and that is the new DLC idea. Not only would the new DLC introduce the ability to have all these additional Sinnoh region Pokemon, it could also include new story that would involve the specific Pokemon that are available to Legends Arceus only. That would be an excellent way for them to add those new Pokemon that are in Legends Arceus, and Legends Arceus is confirmed to be a single player game, no ranked online battles. It would make sense that they add a new DLC that talks about or goes in detail about, you know, this ancient region and those particular Pokemon, and now those Pokemon are suddenly reappearing or showing up, specifically talking about the evolutions, are starting to appear in a region or a location within Sword and Shield added through some form of DLC. That is something that I see could be a very likely scenario. Because of the nature of Legends Arceus, they would have to have some sort of story element that would then lead to those Pokemon becoming available in Sword and Shield. And that is the other possibility, is that they will do an update that possibly lets us add the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl Pokemon. That gives us a whole new round of VGC content. We're able to add all these new Pokemon that we didn't previously have available to us, and we're able to use them for a while. Then we get Legends Arceus, and we play Legends Arceus, and we enjoy Legends Arceus. And then after Legends Arceus, they go, oh, by the way, here's a new DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield. And you are able to now throw in all those additional regional variants that were available in that game into Sword and Shield. Now, which is more likely, I really don't know, because of the way they've kind of talked about the battling and the way that's set up with Legends Arceus. It could be kind of a pain to be able to transfer those Pokemon back and forth. However, with the Pokemon Home support, I feel like they're already planning for this and they're already working around this. So it could go either way. Honestly, this is all speculation. This is all just me thinking off the top of my head what this could be. But I wanted to talk about, you know, the future of VGC, considering what they gave us today, the information that they threw at us. These are my predictions. There's 100 different ways that this could go, just based on what I've talked about here. There's a lot of different ways that VGC could progress, because I feel like if they don't do something, it's going to be a very stale 2022 season until whatever Gen 9 is eventually going to be. And I don't think they want that. I think they want this to be fresh. And so far, I would argue that they've done a fairly decent job at updating Sword and Shield's VGC with new series formats and stuff of that nature. And they want to keep that ball rolling. And this makes the most sense to add these new Pokemon into that game. Legends Arceus, that's more of the enigma. I feel for certain that at some point the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl Pokemon will make their way into Sword and Shield. The Legends Arceus and the regional variants and the new evolutions, that is more of a random roll of the dice there. I don't know if those Pokemon will make their way into the game. It's possible, but it's all up in the air right now. That's all we really know. But that's my thoughts on the subject. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think these Pokemon are for sure coming? Do you think they're going to throw a curveball at us? What do you think? Leave a comment below. But that is it for me. That's all I have for this video. If you found it entertaining and helpful, leave a like, smash that subscribe button for more videos like this in the future, more Pokemon content all the time. Check out the Discord where people over there playing Pokemon all the time. Check out Enter the Chat where I have a gaming podcast and stuff like that. And we talk about video games and everything like that. It's a really fun channel. Go over there and check that out. I do it with a couple of my buddies. But like I said, that's it for this video. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.